Assalamualaikum. This is chapter 7 regarding MACD. So in your textbook, please read from chapter 14. Okay. So in your textbook, MACD is in chapter 14. Okay. So what is MACD? MACD stands for Moving Average Convergent Divergent. Okay, so it is a trend following momentum indicator that show the relationship between two moving average of a security price. So essentially, it calculates the difference between an instrument 26 days and 12-day EMA. So the EMA, this is the continuation that what we had learned in chapter 5 about moving average. So the MACD, the moving average convergent divergent, okay, it will use two line in order to get the indicator whether to buy or to sell, or in other words, whether we want to enter or exit the market. So in this example, it calculates the difference between an instrument 26 and 12 day. So the difference between 26 and 12 is EMA of the moving average that make up the MACD. The 12-day EMA is obviously the faster one, while the 26 is slower. In the calculation of their value, both moving average use the closing price of where the period is measured. On the MACD chart, okay, a 9-day EMA of the MACD itself is plotted as well, and it acts as a trigger for buy and sell decision. The MACD generates a bullish signal when it moves above its own 9-day EMA, and it sends a sell signal when it moves below its 9-day EMA. So in EMA, it gives you a two-line chart, and from that chart, the signal chart is the 9-day EMA. Okay, so from that chart, okay, it gives you the signal whether to buy or to sell. So this is the rule of thumb. Okay, if the MACD line, we will use the MACD of 26 and 12 day. Okay, the signal line is 9 days MA. Okay, so when the MACD is lower than the signal line, it shows the overbought or the selling signal. Whereas when the MACD, again, the MACD is this one, 26 and 12 days. The signal line is the 9 days. So this is the 9 days MACD, and this is 26 and 12 days MACD. The difference between 26 and 12. Okay. So buying signal, when the MACD, the line of MACD above the signal, so it is indicator of overbought or buying signal. Okay, so this is the another explanation for MACD. So this is an example based on the chart. So this is the signal line, the 9 days moving average, and MACD in the blue line here. So the MACD line will gather from the difference between 26 EMA and 12 EMA. Okay, moving average punya line. So when the MACD line, which is the blue line, had crossed the signal line, so it indicates the signal of buying or enter the market. So I give you example. Okay, so we are using MACD. Okay, so based on this example, MACD, the blue line here, okay, this is the blue line. So this blue line, this is what we call as the MACD line. The red line here, this is the signal. So you can read the indicator here. The signal is in red, 9 days. MACD is in the blue line, which is the difference between 26 and 12 days, EMA. Okay, so the indicator that we can read from this chart is any intersect between MACD line together with the signal line. So this signal give you, okay, this sign give you indicator whether you want to enter or exit the market. And normally, okay, you can see that here when there is intersect between the MACD and signal line, the histogram here, it will become 0 here. So when there is intersect, the histogram here, this is histogram become 0. Okay, so this is 0. Okay, so from this line, how can you read? So when the MACD, which is the blue line, had crossed the signal line from the below, that means the MACD become the top. So it indicate that this is a right time to enter the market. Okay, so this is a buying signal. Okay, so and again, this also, okay, you see that this is the MACD line had crossed above the signal line. So this is also enter the market or the buying signal. Okay, so then when the signal line, okay, the signal had crossed, the MACD, and now the signal line had below the MACD line. So this is as indicator to enter the market. Okay, so again, this is also the signal to sorry, this is not enter, this is sell, right? So sorry, this is not a signal for enter or buy, but actually it is a signal for sell. So this is sell. Okay, or in other words, this is a exit. Oh, exit strategy. Okay, whereas this one, this is a signal for enter the market or to buy. Okay, because we predict that, okay, the market here, the market tend to bear. That's why we will sell now. And in here, we assume that the market will going to bull, or the price of the stock is going to bull. Okay, so this is an example for Asia. I give you another example for Petronas. Okay. Okay, so we're looking at the MACD. Okay, so okay, so the MACD again, we have two signal. We have two lines here and also histogram. In this histogram, you can see that when there is intersect between the MACD and signal line, the histogram will become 0. Okay, so for the signal line, this is the red line, whereas the MACD, the difference between EMA 26 and 12 days EMA, it is in the blue line. Okay, so here the intersect here. Okay, so when the MACD line had crossed from top and dive go to the bottom, so this is a signal for exit the market or a signal to sell. Whereas when, for example, for this one, okay, when it show you the MACD line had crossed and above the signal line, so it give you indicator for enter the market or to buy the share. Okay, so that's all for MACD.